Hi, Bellevue School District community. Happy New Year. I'm here to invite you to the Eastside Town Hall on the school funding crisis in Washington State that's happening at Sammamish High School tomorrow, January 8th, from 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. Thanks to the Bellevue Council PTSA and the PTSAs from Lake Washington, Issaquah, and Mercer Island, we have this opportunity to come together as an Eastside community to talk about the funding challenges that are facing all of our districts. Tomorrow, we are going to have 11 state legislators there to join us. We have city and county leaders who are going to be there with us. Chris Rakedahl, the Superintendent of Public Instruction for Washington State, is going to be there, as well as Dr. David Knight, who is a professor at the University of Washington and an expert in public education funding. So it's going to be a really great time of learning for all of us, as well as an opportunity for us to figure out ways to advocate together for more funding for our students and for our school districts. There are ways to learn more in the meantime. We have launched a new podcast here in the Bellevue School District called Voices of Bellevue. If you just search Voices of Bellevue Podcast on Spotify or Apple or however you find your podcast, there is an episode where I am interviewing Jason Golick, our head of finance here in Bellevue, and we talk specifically about the challenges facing Bellevue right now and in the future. We also are going to put out a newsletter this Thursday that's going to talk about our current state of funding here in Bellevue, as well as share some opportunities for our community to come together to talk about the budget going into the future. We have some challenges facing us here in Bellevue. Everything that we know and want to be able to provide for our students and our staff, we aren't going to be able to provide given the funding that's coming from the state. And so we're going to be facing some really challenging trade-offs into the future unless our legislature can provide additional funding during this legislative session and moving into the future. And so again, I'm hoping you'll join me tomorrow, the Eastside Town Hall, Sammamish High School, January 8th, from 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. It will be a great time for us to get together and figure out how we can advocate for our kids and for our community. I hope you and your families had a wonderful holiday and New Year's. Thank you for your continued support.